everyone, and welcome to your top bet coverage of the Qatar FIFA World Cup. And we've got Dylan again as our analyst. So exciting. This whole period has been so phenomenal. The games we watched yesterday were absolutely sensational. Our 9 o'clock game that we covered yesterday was really, really nice. The Spain versus Germany. It was so alive right until the last minute. Are you enjoying your time, Dylan?
I'm loving it. I honestly thought that it would be a high-scoring game, and as a coach, you look at the second half performance of both teams. I mean, poor finishing, poor touches in and around the penalty box, cost Spain and Germany a win. And when Germany got that goal, they could have sneaked it right at the end. When I think it was Jesus went down the left and tried to pull it back, and it just got cleared by the Spanish defence. But I thought it was absolutely, the second half, came to life. I was a bit disappointed in Spain. They kind of overdid things, and Morata could have had 4 goals yesterday. And when they scored the first goal, the second day they had a chance and he bladed it over the bar. But I think Germany, they needed not to lose the game. Getting a point still keeps them in there because they played really, really well against Japan, but didn't score the goals. Last night they were playing a very, very tough Spanish team. But yes, it was a very, very good game, very good World Cup match. Especially in the group stages so early, because usually, those games are usually in the quarterfinals or semi-finals. But it's been exciting. Morocco, I think it's a great result for Morocco yesterday. Absolutely delighted for them, and like I say, it's full of surprises. It's full of surprises, and we've just got to keep hoping that there's going to be a surprise today in the games that are played, especially Portugal versus Uruguay.
Yeah, you're 100% spot on what you said about Spain in terms of how they played. I mean, at some points, in fact, the majority of the game, they had 5 attacking players right at the front. That's how they played throughout. They were very aggressive in that sense. And I think that can be a positive, but it can also be a negative because you also have to look defensively at your squad. What I also found very interesting is that they only brought in Germany key players towards the end. Why didn't they start with the team that they ended with at the beginning?
I know you. I think you've got to look at the situation as well, where they played against Japan, and mentally, it could be a bit of a doubt on their mind, and the coach probably wanted fresh legs because the way that Spain played against Costa Rica, they dominated it. And I actually like what the coach was doing. They were 7-0 up, and they were still making the Spanish players press. Even in injury time, he didn't want to just sit back and let Costa Rica get the ball. When they were 7-0 up, he decided that he wanted his players to press, and they used a lot of energy. So maybe thought fresh legs, different system with the players that he had was going to be the right way. And like I said, when he did make the substitutions, that's when Germany became a better team, and rightly so. They got the equaliser. Again, disappointing that Spain couldn't kill the game, but I think the whole world was wanting Germany to get a result and just to keep them in the tournament, where I wanted them to be going home today.
I have to be honest, for me, one of the best players on the field yesterday was Niklas Süle. He was like really, really phenomenal. He just had that energy that I love to see, on a World Cup game. He just gave it his all. He played with his heart, and you could see it. It resonated from the field onwards. He was just phenomenal. Yeah. But let's talk about Portugal and Uruguay. That's the game that we are covering today. How do you feel about this game? How do you think it's going to play out?
Well, Uruguay have not really, taken the first game by storm. In Portugal, obviously against Ghana, I don't think the penalty on Ronaldo was fair. I don't think it was a penalty, but VAR didn't check it. The referees obviously thought it wasn't worth getting the referee to go and check it. But the quality that Portugal have got, and the quality that Uruguay have got, being South American, it's going to be an interesting footballing game. You know, who's got more possession, who can move the ball, where the transition comes through the defence to the midfield, up to the strikers. Ronaldo plays. You know, I still think he's still, you know, going to be close to finishing top goal scorer in the World Cup as long as Portugal keep winning games and progressing.
Yeah.
So again, it's going to be a good game. Will they change the system? Will they change the team? I don't think Portugal will. I don't think they'll make too many changes. It's a big game. If they win, they through to the next stages. If they draw, again, you know, that'll help them. But you know, knowing the way Cristiano Ronaldo works, he'll be wanting his team to progress because he wants to do well in this tournament. It's going to be his last World Cup. He's going to be wanting to win the the Golden Boot.
Yeah.
Obviously, he wants to win the Ballon d'Or again. So as long as he does well in the World Cup, it's going to be a good game for them. And I think Portugal are going to sneak it. And again, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be either 2-1 or a 3-2 to Portugal. I think they've got the talent to score goals, but I also think they can concede goals at the back. I don't think that they've got the strongest defence, but I say the quality they've got, you know, in the final third is going to be all important. You know, Uruguay, I don't want them to overly react on, you know, Suarez open to get the goals, you know, because he wasn't really in the last game very, very much.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't think he even had a shot at goal. But let's hope that it's an entertaining game. Let's hope again. You know, we want goals. We want teams to score goals, and you know, I think the advantage for me because of Portugal's last game is that they will edge today.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it is a team sport. You can't rely on just one player. And what I do notice, and I'm seeing it a lot in the World Cup games, is that once there's a superstar in the team, then all the defenders are on that superstar, leaving the team really, really, you know, scattering, pulling, you know, trying to get to the front. So I think that if coaches are watching these games very carefully, they're going to start looking at who their key players are, seeing them as risks, and trying to move the team around in such a way that they mitigate that risk at the front.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've always said that Portugal have got so many top players in their team. You know, from all over Europe, they've got quality. You know, and the thing is, you know, collectively, can they play together? If they can play together as a collective, they're going to be unstoppable. Yeah. You know, but sometimes you'll get certain players that want to, you know, be the star of the show, and certain players, and it was you could see it in the Euros and this home nations that, you know, Portugal didn't really click when they played individual football, you know, because they've got a lot of talent there. But if they play collectively, they're a very, very strong team, and you know, it's good to see that, you know, they can hopefully go to the next level, go to the last 16, and then keep progressing to the last 8. Hopefully, I think they could get to a semi-final, and you never know. Once you're in the semi-final, it's who wants to be in that final more that wins it. So I think getting another game. I saw this morning, I think there's only France that's won both games and qualified.
Yep.
Everybody else has got, you know, it's 4 points below them, then there's 3 points. Obviously, Canada were knocked out yesterday. Belgium could be Belgium on that performance. You know, he gambled a bit by changing the team, thinking that maybe Morocco was a bit of a easy game, but you know, you can't knock the North Africans. You can't knock any African team. If you think you're going to go into the game expecting them to be mediocre, then you like Morocco yesterday, then obviously it's a big shock. It's a big shock. I'm sorry for Canada. I thought they had a great start. First goal in, 68 seconds. But then the quality from Croatia, you know, after 15 minutes, I was saying to the guys I was watching it with, I said, you know, Croatia's going to win this. No,
Yeah.
you know, it was only a matter
It
of
was
time before
chalk
they
and
scored
cheese.
the
You could
first, second,
see,
third,
like,
and fourth game.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
truth of the matter is that you cannot underestimate the underdog. It's you know, they're fighting. They know that they come on, you know, they come on the back foot. They know that, you know, the chances are that they will be going home. So they will leave everything on that field. They won't you know, they won't save any tricks for later. They'll go in hard from the beginning. And that's what we saw with the Morocco side, and that's what we saw with Croatia. They just came in and they did what they had to do.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I say, you know, when Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, everybody was like, if Argentina don't get a win against Mexico. But it's quite funny. I was reading today, I was reading yesterday that the King of Saudi promised all the players for winning the game against Argentina a brand new Rolls Royce. And then this morning I woke up and he says he's taking them all back because they got. So, so it was that was a good thing I read this morning. So I'm saying, you know, it's really a good World Cup because now everybody's concentrating on football. They're not constant. There's no, you know, media attention to, you know, anything else but the football because it's been that good. Stadiums have been good. The noise has been good. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see that there's more emphasis on the game rather than emphasis on what's happening outside the game. So hopefully it'll continue that way.
So at the end of the day, you're only as good as your last game, and it's really that simple. It doesn't matter who you are.
Exactly.
Listen, Dylan, let's hear what your where you're putting your money for this game.
Well, yesterday I was a bit, you know, when it was 1-0, I'm thinking, you know, if Spain get another goal, it's going to be 3 because then Germany have to come out and try and get a goal back. Once Germany equalised, I knew that they would have been happy with a point. But yeah, I'm going to go for Portugal today. I think they've got more quality in the team. I think they've got more expectations to build on what they've just done in the previous game. You know, Ghana give them a really good game. You know, and maybe Uruguay have done the homework. Obviously, they've got to, you know, the danger men and the ones that you're going to be in the spotlight, as they say. But I think the quality that the front 3 players for Portugal have got the quality in and around the penalty box. If they get the opportunities, I think there's going to be, you know, 2 or 3 goals. I think it's, like I say, it could be a 2-1. It's going to be a close game. I think it'll be 2-1 or a 3-2 to Portugal.
I think a lot of our top bettors are going to agree with you. I interviewed quite a couple when I was in one of the stores, and they are all Ronaldo fans. So I think they're going to be like, yes, Dylan Kerr, it's going to be a Portugal game. But for our top bettors, just know that this game is boosted again. As Topbet likes to do, we love to see you win. So we are boosting the match result yet again. So make sure that you get your plays in very, very early today. Register an account, get a voucher from me. Just drop me a DM and I will send you that voucher. But that is your Topbet coverage for the Qatar World Cup with Dylan Kerr. Thank you so much, sir. Have a fabulous day.
No, thank you. It's always a pleasure. And I love that smile and I love the energy that you bring to this. It's brilliant. No, but thank you, and I wish everybody all the best.
Who can't smile when you're around, my friend?
Exactly.
Have a fabulous one. See you later.
I will do. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So there you have it, guys. Who will it be? Will it be Portugal? Will it be Uruguay? Make sure that you go down to one of our friendly stores to play that bet. Alternatively, you can just log in online and play it that way. Either way, make sure that you win with Topbet.